Hey, so welcome back. So I've asked my wife to talk about taking communion. So I just made our communion wafers, and then, if you watch, I'll link the communion show to it, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and turn off the oven after the 7 minutes, open it up, let the heat out, and then your communion wafers continue to cook, right? And basically what it's doing is completely dry them out. I put a paper towel in the bottom of where I'm going to keep them, but the reason I do that is it keeps them fresher. It's like one of those little fake things they put in there that absorbs the liquid, so it helps them stay fresher. And I end up cooking 2 pans, and I told you could cut it in half and do half a recipe. But I want my wife to explain something to you, because a lot of people are sick because they don't take communion correctly, especially a lot of people in the church. So Julie, if you'll come over here and explain it. Let me move this out of your way. And
so basically I'm going to read the scriptures from 1 Corinthians 11, where it says the Lord's Supper 23 on, but I'm going to start at let's see. I'll start at 26. For as often as you eat this bread and drink the cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until he comes. Therefore, whoever eats the bread or drinks the cup of the Lord in an unworthy manner shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord. But a man must examine himself, and in so doing, he is to eat of the bread and drink of the cup. For he who eats and drinks judgment to himself if he does not judge the body rightly. For this reason, many among you are weak and sick, and a number sleep. But if we judged ourselves rightly, we would not be judged. But when we are judged, we are disciplined by the Lord, so that he will not be condemned along with the world. Basically, this would be a good time for me to be repenting and not taking communion until I get my heart right, because my husband asked me to do this and I didn't really want to do it. So I'd be asking the Lord to forgive me, cleanse my heart, renew a right spirit in me, stuff like that before I'd even take communion. Therefore, just make sure you take the time before you do communion. Blessings.
And one of the things is, if you have unforgiveness towards anybody, whoever it is, you want to forgive them, call and tell them you forgive them, whatever it did before you take communion. This is even at your church. We do it at home, but we also do it at the church too. And because unforgiveness is one of the biggest causes of cancer. So anyway, thank you for watching this. And like I said, I will link making the communion wafer to it.